I chose Shenandoah because actually it's the only school I applied to. I didn't want to go anywhere else. But the reason I chose it, one, it was location, but two, because I appreciate and enjoy and think that smaller schools and personal attention are better education. First thing was when I hadn't even applied yet, and I had questions about what my class requirements were and prereqs and that kind of thing. And I emailed, not thinking I was going to get a response, quite honestly, but I got a response within a couple days saying, absolutely, here's what you need, here's what you should do. And I was able to have that exchange before I was even a student here, before I'd even applied. The one thing that really stands out to me is my class is really close. We have a small class, which is nice, but we all get along and we all care about each other and we all want the other students to do well. You know, if somebody's struggling in anatomy, you know, I stepped up and said, hey, I'm good with anatomy, let me help out. And I said, well, I'm not so great in pharmacology, can you help me there? So we really support and care about each other, and we have potlucks where we plan a potluck at least once per semester, and it's just a time where we all come together. And I think that's something that's really unique as well. I decided to be a PA when I was about 25 and I was in a transition time, and I knew I was interested in healthcare. I didn't know which area, so I talked to OTs, I talked to PTs and PAs and doctors, and I was looking for a profession where I would have the ability to interact with patients of all ages. And I found that with the PA profession, everybody was happy, for one. Each PA I talked to is really happy and content with their job, which was huge for me. And two, I could go into primary care. It wasn't really long schooling, which is one thing I was also looking for, is nothing that was going to be too long in the classroom. I was kind of at the point where I knew what I wanted and I wanted to go and get it. And the third thing was that as a PA, I have the ability to go into multiple fields. I don't have to be in primary care because I chose it the first time. I'm not always there, although I plan on it. But going to school, you have the ability to go into surgery, you can go into cardiothoracic, you can go into urology, whatever you choose. The schooling gives you that background to then be able to go forward into the field that you prefer. And if you want to go, you know, change 10 years down the road, then you have the ability to. You don't have to go back to school, and I think that is an amazing part of being a PA. Be a PA. You know, it's the best profession in my eyes. You know, it's going to take into consideration their background, but if they're kind of with an open book, not sure where to go, talk to people and talk to the professionals out there, and you'll hear that the PA profession is up and coming and people are happy with it. I think the best way to come and get to know Shenandoah is come to Winchester, see the community, come to the main campus and get a tour there, but really come to HPB because that's where the health professions are, and come to an open house and talk to people. And we always have students there. PA students are always come and are part of the open houses and the interviews. Talk to them. What do they like? What are some drawbacks? What are some good things? What are some bad things? Because there's going to be bad things too. That's natural. That's how things go. But how do you approach them and how do you overcome them? You know, and just come and talk. We're pretty nice people here, pretty welcome and friendly, and we want to see new PA students because they'll be our colleagues and our peers, and we want good professions coming up as well.